Hey guys, here's the video you guys wanted to see. So I've already washed my hair. It's freshly washed. There's nothing in my hair. I didn't even use a leave-in conditioner. Normally I do, but I just didn't feel like using one today, so I didn't. Anyway, I've already started, and because I want my curls to be a little tighter, we're doing corkscrew curls. And I'm using smaller rods on the outside and the bigger rods on the top because I like a little bit more fullness on the top part of my head. So, all right, so since my hair was freshly washed and I did the back before I did the front, my hair is kind of damp right now, which is fine. But if you feel like you get to the top of your hair and it's dry, just make sure you have a water bottle handy to just spritz your hair a little bit. All right.
Engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be
That Mielle's oil because I like the way it feels on my scalp, so that's the reason why I use it. Sometimes I use it for putting my rods in, sometimes and taking it out, and sometimes I just use it for putting it in. It depends on how I feel once my hair is dry. Now for the fun part. You're going to take your hair, take the end, roll it around the end of the roller, and then you're going to twirl the roller around your hair until you get to the root. Then you're going to clasp that roller on the side that the hair is on. Let me slow that down for you.
open up.
Okay, so take your roller, roll your end around the roller so that the top part of the hair with my index finger on I think that's my right hand, is holding it. You're going to roll that hair on top of the end so that it holds, and then you're going to twirl the perm rod around your hair. And as you can see, I had to redo that myself. You're going to try that again. But as you can see, the mousse is already developing a curl, and it hasn't even been put on the rod properly. All right, so here we go. You're going to take that end, roll it around the end of that perm rod to secure it so that the top part of the hair where the index finger on my right finger is holding that hair securely in place. And then you're going to twirl that perm rod around the hair until you get to the root. Twirl, twirl. As you can see, I'm holding the hair taut. I'm not ever letting it get loose because I want a smooth curl coming off of that roller. And I'm just going to continue to do the same thing all over my head. I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you guys, and we'll be back.
First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPEN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's open. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heartache complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open, open. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression.
Just keep in mind that as you guys are putting your mousse or your styler in your sections, that you actually go back and detangle that section with your comb or your dimming brush to make sure that that section is smooth. How it goes on that perm rod is how it's going to come off that perm rod. Always keep that in mind.
Make sure the the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open, open. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up, tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
Okay, so as you can see, there was one that wasn't cooperating as far as the ends being on the roller, but I'm going to go ahead and redo that section. And then I'm going to go sit under the dryer for a little bit, put my bonnet on and go about my day because I have to take these down before I go to work. So we're going to pray about it. I'll see you guys in a few. All right, I'm back. I think my hair is dry, so we're gonna take our hair down. I had to put a bonnet over it because I had to shower and get ready for work. And we're gonna pray about it because hopefully it's dry. I did sit under the dryer for about an hour and a half. And you just wanna take those out, the curlers out. I call them curlers. What do you call them? Perm rods. Depends on how I feel at the moment. But I just take them off and unravel. And as I'm taking it down, you might see me feeling my hair. It's just to make sure that it's dry. Time to separate. But before you start separating, let me just say, the most important part of separating is what's on your hands. You cannot go into your hair that is looking all shiny and good, if I do say so myself. You cannot go into your hair with dry hands. So we're gonna take that same oil that I used to do my hair and coat our hands. Now, some people say, what's the point of coating your hands if you're not gonna be separating with your hands? You only separate with your fingers. Me personally, I like to leave no stones unturned. First thing I do is go through my hair all the way to my ends before I separate to make sure that there's a good coat of oil on my hair, because that helps with frizz. Okay, so now that I've done that, we can start separating. So I'm gonna start from the back. Actually, let me start from the front for you guys. So I'm gonna start from the front. So you see this curl is going this way. When I start separating, you can actually look for a part of the hair that naturally is starting to separate. Now, as I pull this hair, this started to separate right there. So that's where I'm gonna let that go. And you wanna do this gently so that you don't create frizz, which is why you separate where the hair naturally starts to separate. So as I'm pulling my hair apart, I can feel that my hair is separating in certain sections. If you can't feel, then just pull it apart. But make sure that you twirl your hair in the direction that the curl is going, because you don't want to do the opposite direction. For example, just now when I pulled this apart and I went to go like this, you see there's not a uniform curl created right there. Although it is very bouncy, if I twirl it back the other way, now we have a uniform curl. Can you see that? So that's how I know I'm going in the right direction. All right, that's how I achieve my perm rod curls. These are corkscrew. People call them corkscrew. There's different ways that you can roll your hair on a perm rod. It doesn't have to be the way that I did it. Let me know if you guys want to see the other way of how I can do it, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.